Touring Cars G, finale round 1 at Indianapolis. Hello there everybody and welcome to OPAFED Gaming. I am the OPAFED. Today we're driving a BMW E46 M3 GTR. We're driving it in the Pro Touring Cars part of the season, and we're in a Touring Cars G event. We're in Indianapolis on the sports circuit. We're doing 3 laps and we're driving during the day in a stormy, rainy looking day. And we started 11th of 22. Now these laps are going to go quick, and this little BMW is just absolutely awesome at sticking to the track. It really runs the wet track really nicely. You don't have to worry too much about the track being wet. So with that in mind, we're going to try and crash the party and just rip past all of them as soon as we can, because we seem to have a little bit better traction. We got great power, and we don't have no time to wait because we're very impatient. We've already moved up to number 17, and the first lap is already half over, as we're going to try and rip by as many as we can on the inside here. And then we just kind of squeeze through the traffic trying to catch up to them, but we don't want to run into anybody. Now we are driving in Grid Legends, and that means you're going to get a little bit of bumping and rubbing, and sometimes they'll even try and run you off the track. You got to watch out for anybody wiping out in front of you, spinning out, or hitting another car and taking you out in the process. So you have to watch that as well. And with that all in mind, we're coming around the corner here, and we are quickly coming to the end of the first lap as we get by the grandstand here, which is always a good place to pass as many cars as you can, because sometimes in those corners when you're going from side to side, it's pretty hard to get by some of these guys. But here on the straight sections, we do a little bit better. Now as you look up ahead here, you can't see it very well, but oh, a couple of them drove off the track. I don't know what they were doing in the bush there, but we got by one of them. The other guy, same looking BMW as ours, is still on the track and he's racing with us. We've only got 3 cars left now, and before you know it, half the second lap is gone, which means that we're halfway through the race right now. But that's okay, because we're getting near the front of the pack now. When you got 2 of them sitting side by side, oh, I was just going to say let them battle it out, but we don't have to. The one guy took himself out of the race for us, which was kind of nice of him. So we just got the one guy left in front of us, and we don't have to push it too hard at the moment. We're not in the 3rd lap yet, so we're not in the final stages of the race, so we're just going to try and stick with him, because he's pretty fast and he zips around the corners pretty good. Now he's going to try and slow us down by staying in the optimal driving lane and staying in front of us that way, but it's not going to help him a lot because we do have that straight section by the grandstand left, and we're getting to that section pretty quick. In the meantime, he tries to get a little mean by throwing a piece of his car at us. Well, that didn't seem to work either. Never slowed the BMW down. It just made us a little bit madder. So now we're gonna go, no, I'm just kidding you. Well, we're just gonna pick up here right by the straight stretch, and we're gonna see if we can get by him right here. Now, like I said, he is a pretty zippy little car, and why he slows down on the straights is beyond me, but that's okay because it puts us in the front. As we're coming around the corner here, and slow down for the corners, because even though the BMW sucks to the track really nicely, the tires feel like suction cups on the track with the little bit of moisture on them. We still have to slow down for the corners. So just be aware of that if you ever get to drive this car. But I tell you, this is a nice little car to drive in Grid Legends. Soon, very quickly becoming one of my favorites in this racing game. Now we're about halfway through the lap, and we want to try and keep it as clean as possible. Ooh, don't run off the track there, OPAFED, because that might cost you if that car behind us catches up to us. You don't want them zipping by you at the very last moment. And then when you get to the straight section, that's where you can hammer down a little bit and then slow down for the corners and drive accordingly. Absolutely awesome. I love driving these races, nice and quick, 3 laps. Yeah, really cool weather with the rain coming down onto the windshield like that and on your computer screen, TV, wherever you happen to be watching it. You know, it looks awesome. Really enjoyed this race, and I hope you did too. Hope to see you back at OpaFed Gaming again real soon. In the meantime, you've been driving in the rain at Indianapolis in a BMW with me, the OpaFed.